Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to absolutely nail a topic that's a guaranteed score in exams like SSC, banking, and railways. Yep, we're talking about dice reasoning. Let's master these tricks and lock in those marks for good.
So, let me ask you this. Do you ever get stuck on dice problems? You look at them and just get confused? You're not sure which number is opposite which. Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place.
And I promise you, by the end of this short explainer, you'll have all the tools you need to solve literally any dice problem that comes your way. This topic is going to become a source of super easy marks for you.
Alright, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the types of dice, then learn 2 golden rules for solving them. We'll tackle the open dice concept, and then wrap it all up with some real exam-level practice. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, first things first. Let's start with the absolute basics. Because to master any trick, you've got to have a solid foundation, right?
So there are really just 2 types of dice you need to know about. First, the standard dice. On these, the opposite faces always add up to 7. So 1 is opposite 6, 2 is opposite 5, you get the idea. Then you have the general dice, where any 2 faces next to each other can add up to 7. Just keep that key difference in mind.
And now, it's time for our first golden rule. This is the trick you use when you're shown 2 positions of the same die and they have exactly 1 face in common.
Okay, take a look at this example. We've got 2 views of the same die. So what's the common number you see here? That's right, it's 5. Easy enough.
So here's where we use our awesome clockwise trick. It's so simple. Step 1, find that common number, which we already did. It's 5. Step 2, starting from that common number, just move clockwise on both dice. And step 3, the numbers you land on, you just pair them up. They're opposites. Let's see this trick in action. In dice 1, if we go clockwise from 5, we hit 3. In dice 2, we hit 4. So boom, 3 is opposite 4. Let's go again. Next up in dice 1 is 2, and in dice 2, it's 1. That means 2 is opposite 1. And what's left? Well, only 5 and 6, so they have to be opposites. See? So simple.
All right, let's move on to our second master trick. This is what you use when 2 positions of a die have 2 faces in common. And believe it or not, this one is even easier than the first.
Let's look at dice I and dice I2 on the screen here. Can you spot the 2 common numbers this time? You got it. It's 2 and 4. They're on both dice.
And this brings us to the super fast elimination trick. The rule is as simple as it sounds. When 2 faces are common, the third faces that are left over on each die are opposite each other. That's it. So, in our example, once we eliminate the common numbers, 2 and 4, what's left? We've got 3 on the first die and 6 on the second, and that means 3 is opposite 6. Done. Look how quickly we found that answer. Okay, so we've covered closed dice. But what about when the dice is unfolded? Let's dive into the concept of an open dice, which is sometimes called a net. It might look a little tricky, but I'll show you how logical it really is.
So an open dice is basically just an unfolded version of a cube. Just imagine you're taking a cardboard box and laying it out completely flat. That flat shape is the net of the box. Our job is to figure out which face will be opposite which when it's all folded back up. And for this, you only need to remember 2 rules. That's it. Rule 1. Alternate faces, meaning the ones separated by 1 space, are always opposite. And Rule 2. Faces that are opposite can never be seen together. They can't be adjacent. Got it? Okay, time to put these rules to the test. Let's apply them to a real exam-level question using the elimination technique, which is seriously the best way to solve these.
So, we're given this open dice net. Our very first job is to use that alternate faces rule to figure out all the opposite pairs.
Okay, so if we use our rule, we can see that the dollar sign is opposite the hash sign, the percentage sign is opposite the exclamation mark, and the O is opposite the @ symbol. Perfect! Now we have our pairs. Now we just check the options. And remember, opposite faces can never ever be seen together. So look at option A. It shows the dollar sign and the hash sign right next to each other. But wait, we just figured out they're opposites. So that means option A is impossible. We eliminate it. Now let's check out option C. Here we see O, hash, and the percentage sign. Are any of those an opposite pair? Well, O's opposite is @ not here. Hash's opposite is the dollar sign, not here either. And percentage's opposite is the exclamation mark, which also isn't here.
Since no opposite faces are shown together, this means option C could totally be a valid dice.
So let's do a super quick review of your new master tricks. If there's one common face, use the clockwise trick. If there are two common faces, use the elimination trick. And for an open dice, use the alternate faces rule. With just these 3 tricks, you can solve any dice question.
And there you have it. With these tricks up your sleeve, you can now approach any dice reasoning question with speed and accuracy, turning them into easy marks on your exam. If you found this explainer helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if there's a specific topic you want me to cover next.